A massive Orioles trade update. Could that man be coming to the Orioles to replace this man, Corbin Burnes? And the very latest on Jack Flaherty. Where is he going to end up? Could it be in a Birds uniform? Hello, everybody. I'm Jon Leiberman. Major breaking news today. And let me tell you something. 1983. This is what the Orioles are going for this year. Another world championship. And I can tell you, with great certainty, every time the Orioles have won a World Series, it has been because they have had a frontline starter. Subscribe now, like this video. I'm going to tell you for the entire season what's in the works. I'm a Baltimore guy. You may know me from television back in my true crime days, America's Most Wanted. You may know me from the Howard Stern Show, or you may know me as a diehard Orioles fan. I was in Buffalo last weekend as the Ravens, the Baltimore Ravens, lost to the Bills. What does that mean, my friends? It means it's baseball season now. And that's what we are here to indeed talk about. Let's talk about the big news. The Orioles have discussed a trade with the Mariners for that three-time All-Star pitcher, Luis Castillo. Now, you may be asking yourself this very question, which is, could it happen? Could it happen, my friends? And I'm here to tell you, yes, it could happen. Here's why. Corbin no longer here, right? We're going to get to Jack Flaherty in a second, but I'm going to tell you why the Castillo trade could actually happen and why the Orioles could actually simply go for it. Now, it is uncharacteristic for the Orioles to be even in this conversation as a trade partner with the Mariners because we know Castillo has a no-trade clause. We know he's going to be very expensive, and we know the Orioles are going to have to do away with top prospects like this man, Coby Mayo, if in fact they are to get a deal done for Castillo. But, this could happen. I think this could happen. And the reason is because Mayo, there's no place for him in the Orioles. There are a number of other prospects who would have to wait in line, be on the bench, not get much playing time. And the Orioles are playing to win this year. They're also playing to fill that ballpark. I don't know if you saw that value menu come out. $4 beers, $4 sodas, $5 hot dogs, the whole value menu. We'll get back to that in a second. But first, why don't we truly take a look at Castillo's statistics, because you can see what kind of a pickup this could actually be for the Orioles. We're going to get there right now. Could it happen? Here's Castillo. Look at those innings pitched. 175 with 175 Ks, a very respectable ERA. This is a guy who can be a game changer for a team. He can make a huge difference for a team. But yes, the Orioles would have to indeed give up a prospect like Coby Mayo. I think it's going to happen. I think Seattle and the Orioles are a match made in heaven. And I think with pitchers and catchers reporting in just a couple of weeks, the Orioles need to do something more than that value menu to get the fan base going. But that isn't the only news that we have to report to you right now. Let's take a look at the Jack Flaherty news. We've already told you, could that happen? Let's talk about Jack Flaherty and if Jack Flaherty could happen. Here's Jack's numbers, right? He was an Oriole. He was an Oriole a couple of years ago, a big pickup. Look at these numbers with the Dodgers. 162 innings pitched, right? 194 strikeouts, just over 3 ERA. Jack Flaherty is probably the biggest prize chip out there right now. And he will be a very important piece to anything that happens in the next few weeks because, as I said, he's essentially the best one left on the trading block. So it's all to replace Corbin Burnes. Corbin leaves a huge hole in the front of the Orioles rotation, and in order for the Orioles to do something, they need a frontline starter. Now, Jack Flaherty was just quoted as saying very recently, he doesn't know what's taking so long. He doesn't know why he hasn't been picked up yet. He doesn't know why he's still waiting for the phone call. Could it be the price tag? Could it be the number of years he wants? We don't know exactly what it is, but I can tell you this, folks. The Orioles will pick up either Castillo or Jack Flaherty for 3 reasons. Number one, they got to have that front line. They got to have that frontline starter because of the huge void that Corbin left when Corbin Burnes left. They have to have it, and they can do it. They can do it if they're willing to part with some top prospects and spend a little bit of money. They won't do it if it's going to take a 5, 6, 7-year deal to get it done, but I don't think it will. I truly don't think it will. I see Jack Flaherty or Luis Castillo coming to the Orioles. It's going to happen sooner than you think. You will find out about it first right here on this channel. Again, like, subscribe. I have been along for the ride with the Orioles for many, many years at the last 3 games at Memorial Stadium, at the games where Cal Ripken tied the consecutive games record and then ultimately broke it. I was there in '89 for the why not season for the Orioles. So much to really be excited about in Birdland right now that it's just a matter of time. I know maybe the offseason has felt a tiny bit underwhelming for people. Pick up here, a pick up there, O'Neill, a couple pitchers. We'll see how the big pickup from Japan goes. But keep in mind one thing. When the Orioles picked up Corbin Burnes last year, it was late. You remember, it was late. They will make another splash late this year as well. I'm Jon Leiberman. Thanks for following along, and let's go O's.